Pooperton III, back with another Modern Warfare Zombies video. Today I've got a complete guide to soloing the Act 4 mission and boss fight. This is a tough one, so prepare yourself. This boss is an absolute bullet sponge. So if you're wanting to be fully prepped going in, having both guns triple packed and as rare as possible, you may want to tombstone a game or two and build some money and assets. Note that when tombstoning, only your money and backpack storage slots will be in the tombstone. Anything equipped will not be available. Also, if you fully die before grabbing your tombstone, it will disappear even if you plea and get picked up. And if you're tombstoning twice, make sure you empty your tombstone. If you leave an item and when you die your tombstone is still on the map, the following game it will not show up and you'll have lost all that loot and the time getting it. If you're not tombstoning, having packed crystals will give you the head start on money you need, but your game will be jam-packed with setup without much time to spare. Obviously, bringing in orange and purple tools will reduce your time looting for them, which helps massively. Plus, purple and orange tools are rare, so you'd likely have to settle for a blue tool coming in without. Now for the weapons to use. The first part of Act 4 is easily handled with a PAP-2 RGL. You can fire while plating and pressing the go button on the soul collectors, so it is by far the easiest way to speed through the beginning, and you'll want as much time for the boss as possible. For the boss killing weapon, choose something with a great damage per second as well as range. Pick your favorite LMG, or if you're feeling crazy, an akimbo pistol. My personal favorite gun right now is the WSP Sub Akimbo. It does great work on those pesky wisps too. Alternatively, say if you don't have any ether tools, use the buildable purple tool on the nade launcher and grab an orange wall buy from Zone 3 on the game you plan to enter the Act 4 portal. Like I said, any high damage per second weapon with good range is going to be fine. They all require many bullets regardless. For perks, I highly recommend Jug, Stam, Quick Revive for the health regen boost, Deadshot for crit damage, and of course Flopper so you don't blow yourself up spamming the RGL. For the field upgrade, I like Energy Mine and Ether Shroud, as both can help you in the beginning and both can buy you some time to focus on spraying bullets at the boss. Another option is Frenzied Guard, as you will likely be without armor for most of the boss fight otherwise. For attacks, I run decoys and throwing knives, but it's whatever works for you really. Once you're in game and prep for the boss, triple packed as rare as possible, fill your backpack with self-revs and a couple turret chips. Infected strongholds and crystal boxes in general are great for both. You can also buy revs for 5k a piece from the tier 2 and above shops. While you're at the shop, grab a sentry, and if you're having trouble with the time limit on the boss, grab an extra gas mask. Durables are available at the Zone 3 shop for 4k, but as always for the red zone, have decoys. Just like on the Act 3 boss, jug suits do not do enough damage to justify the price tag. You can bring a dog into the story like always, but when I did he died before I could get to the boss for him to be useful for revs and distraction. Once you're all set, head to the exfil Bad Signal by the tornado and head into the Dark Ether Rift. You will have to interact with the portal and go into the TAC map to confirm. Breaking the seals is something you're probably used to, soul capture. Activate the seal by interacting until the bar completes and get kills inside the circle to send souls into the seal. Capture enough, seal breaks, move on to the next. As I said, you can fire the RGL as you interact, which is huge because sometimes it bugs out and you have to press the button again. Stay plated up, firing the launcher while plating feels very nice, and plates to refill your stash will be everywhere on the ground amidst the gore. Your field upgrade will constantly fill back up, so use them if you got them. The Energy Mine can be really helpful for reloading and when specials get you cornered. Fill the bar from captured souls and move to the next seal. Try to be quick and efficient with the seals to give yourself as much time as possible for the sponge worm. The two seals in the middle are grouped together so you can easily knock those out back to back. Once you complete all 4, you are on to the boss fight. First off, find the turret if any. If you're lucky, there is one nearby the bathroom where we will camp out for this boss fight. If not, well, you can drop the chips and pick up some extra plates or self-revs if you're lucky enough to find any while trying not to get eaten. When you approach the portal to exit, surprise, not so easy. An ether worm busts from the sand, bringing sweet memories of the ease of the Act 3 story. Nay, nay. This is his cranky, meaner cousin. He takes way more damage and his attacks are much more lethal. There's 4 attacks at the Gorm'gant's disposal. First, the laser. While deadly, it is what you want him to do the most. Use the restrooms as cover and cheat out a bit, targeting his visible weak point. If you peek out just enough, the laser will be blocked by the building and you can drill him until he switches attacks. And sometimes he will spam the laser and you can deliver a good amount of damage. Second is his tunnel attack. He will tunnel into the ground and zoom around the map. If he catches you slipping and hits you, you will fly into the air and the worm giant will gobble you whole, downing you. With a little luck, if you mash the parachute button, you can avoid getting eaten. This is a rarity though, so best to just try and stay on the opposite side of the bathroom as him when he's underground up there with you. You can force him out by hitting him with the RGL. Be sure to lead your shot, especially when he's far away. When he emerges, throw a decoy and drill his weak points for critical damage indicated by the yellow hit marker. If he emerges up by the bathroom doors and there's room, go into the bathroom with the best view of him. Everything will come through the door and he won't be able to hit you. Drill him and anything that appears in the doorway with your PAP-3 bullet weapon until he buggers off into the ground again. Do not sit just outside the bathroom. The overhang will not protect you. Sometimes he will burrow deep into the beach. If you hear nothing and see no sign of the beast, he's probably down there. RGL the sand and he will merge underneath, attracted by the vibrations like a trapdoor spider. Third, those annoying blue wisps. He will open his mouth to the sky and release a bunch of blue orbs that will zoom around and attack you. When they gang up on you, it can actually be one of the most challenging aspects of the fight. The RGL makes fairly easy work of them though. Back in between the bathroom doors, and when they duck down under the ceiling, blast them with some nades, watching for the red hit markers indicating you've killed them. They make a very distinct sound, so if you don't hear them anymore, you likely got them all and can continue unloading into the worm. Just make sure there aren't any hanging out on the side of this rock. The last attack is a devastating slam attack, but if you stay behind the cover of the bathroom, this one shouldn't be an issue. You can tell he's about to do this when the screen goes black around the edges, and if he can line it up perfect, he can gobble you up with this attack as well. As far as grabbing ammo, there's a depot left of the bathroom we're camping at the bottom of the hill. Wait until he's in the ground far away and run down, refill, and hurry back up. You do not want to get caught face to face with this grumpy Gus in open beach. Place sentries here as close to the edge as possible and keep replacing the chip if the turret spawns nearby. You can use the top of the bathroom too to mitigate the zombie spawns, as they'll have to climb up in your field of view to attack. But if you see him about to attack, drop back into cover. When the timer runs out, gas will close in, eating away at your gas mask, and then your armor, and then ultimately your health. On top of that, lightning will hit you. This is where the extra gas mask may give you that extra minute to kill him and extract. Once he finally dies, he will writhe in pain and then explode. He will leave behind a reward rift and a pile of high tier loot. Grab all you can carry, interact with the portal out of the dark ether, and the cutscene will play. Good luck, and I hope this helps. Peace!